Everybody, back for another video. And I'm gonna do another space video because each week I look at the drugs report. There's just another thing about space, so I figure why not just keep going with it if they keep putting it in there. Here's one about the UAE plans first IRAB spaceship to Mars in 7 years. Having scaled the heights of Earth with the world's tallest tower, the United Arab Emirates is now aiming for the stars, or just a little bit closer, with an ambitious trip to Mars. The energy-rich country on the eastern tip of the Arabian Peninsula and announced plans Wednesday to send the first unmanned Arab spaceship to Mars in 2021. This is really interesting because as it's set up here, they build the largest tower, and they're ahead of us right now in the energy game. Right now, as you know, America has its problems, and we are falling way behind all these other countries that are doing these amazing things. I mean, this is a big tower. I mean, granted, who knows what they're using this for? I mean, in Babylon, they built a tower that supposedly reached to space. So I mean, I think there's something going on. Like I said, a little more into this whole space race thing. Remember back, well, I'm too young to remember back, but the first space race with Kennedy and the Russians. Now there's a new one, and I think a lot of people knew this was going to come soon, where there was going to be a space race to Mars. I think there's things up in Mars that they know are up there, and they plan on getting to it first. I think that's what is going to come down to soon. They always say, I love how they say by 2021, and then you always see like 5 or 10 years later they actually do this thing, or sometimes maybe it gets scratched and they don't do it. But the Arabs, United Arab Emirates, they already have build the tallest tower, like I said, and this is also a unmanned spaceship, but it's still going to be a spaceship going there. So, I mean, this is pretty huge, because like I said, we were the ones that were involved in something like this, and now we're not. Now here's a couple pictures actually of supposed alien structures they found on Mars. Here's a few of them if you've never seen them. I mean, this one you can clearly see looks like a face right there. And you got one with a statue, the famous statue right there. And then this one I think looks pretty interesting. Look at that. That looks exactly like a pharaoh's. A pharaoh. I guess you would say the Pharisees back in Egypt. It looks like a head. It looks like one of their a head from like in Egyptian times. Pretty interesting pictures here. Now, a lot of these I've never even seen before. That's why I love showing these to people, because some people don't get to see some of these things, and it's pretty amazing stuff. I'm a big fan of space. Like I said, I always was fascinated by it, and when I see stories like these, I like to share with people who maybe miss these kind of stories. But yeah, these are some of the things they found on Mars. Pretty interesting stuff. That one actually was a famous one where someone thought that it looks like a tiger. It looks like a tiger, and the embedded in stone. Now, I personally think that there was a civilization up there at one time. There's some good theories out there that um, maybe we were, the ones that were, who knows? There's actually one interesting theory where they think that Mars was actually a moon, and there was it revolved around a planet at one time, and they think that Planet X smashed into it. Actually, David Flynn was the one who talked a lot about that. Now, like I always say, I'm not saying this to the people that know this stuff, but I know there's a lot of people probably who will eventually watch my videos that go, "Wow, I didn't know that." So it's pretty interesting, like I said. So we shall see what happens with this. Now, will they be like NASA and not tell us anything, about what's going on? Well, I guess we'll find out. Here's another picture of a supposed rat that was on space, on Mars, I mean. And then, like I said, you got the famous picture right here from 1971, the face. So, like I said, I really believe that I believe that soon this stuff is really going to be ramped up soon, because they're gonna have a time where they're not going to be able to explain any of this stuff away anymore, and the only way they're going to be able to save themselves from the lies they've been telling us for so long is them claiming they got contact. And, it just the first time in history it happened. I actually have been telling my parents that for a long time, that I believe that someday that we will be supposedly contacted. Back then, I thought it was, it was going to be a real alien from an outside, solar system doing it. And I think if the good ones aren't going to do that, because they're not allowed to yet until we are ready. We're just not ready yet, and but I really do believe that we will be soon. And I can't wait for that day when all this madness is over with, and we finally can be back with the Creator, the Father, and Jesus Christ, and be able to do what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be going out and looking at things like this, exploring. I really believe that, and let's just hope that that we will be back where we belong, doing this kind of stuff, and not doing it in a childish way. Doing it the way we were meant to. We're meant to, I think, explore the galaxy and be interstellar and travel the universe. Kind of like Star Trek, but we'll see, right? Like I said, I don't like to ever put dates on things, and I don't like to get my hopes up too much with things too. But I do have my hopes set high though, and I always will for us, because I think that we're a great bunch of people on this earth that really want this, and I think we will, like I said. So I thought people would think this was interesting, these pictures, and plus the fact that there actually is a someone out there in the world that really is thinking about trying to do something for mankind. But who knows? Like I said, I mean, if this is just another trick, another scam, I guess we'll just have to time. We'll just find out. And like I said, there's already one space race, so maybe this is the new one. So, as always, God bless, and I will see you for another video.